everybody, this is Darkscythe. So, here I am, and this is State of Decay 2. The reason I have pulled this game from my inventory, from my Steam inventory, is because one of my friends has bought this game too, and finally I was able to play with a friend, and we decided to it's time to slay some zombies. And for this reason I decided to put together a little video and some tips that I have encountered during my play. Currently I have cleared the Providence Ridge, so this whole map is basically clear of black hearts. I have established my enclaves, I have geared up my people, I'm able to make any kind of ammunition, and basically my base is self-sufficient. So where am I? Here. So I have the what's it called, the fire station at the moment, and before that, basically through the whole game, I was at the fortified track shop. Easy reason why I'm here, because it was easy to reach most of it. It's basically almost in the center of the map, so it's easy to go anywhere. During this play. I'm not at the hardest difficulty, I'm maybe somewhere in the middle of Dread or somewhere that I forget, because I've been playing this a long time. And I've been doing quests, and also making quests for the bounty broker, and it seems that I also have some quests. And I've been clearing zombies. Now this is a new patch and it's been out for a while now. There were some changes. For example, there are the New Hope Church, which is a landmark. There are landmarks that you can occupy as an outpost, and it will give you different kind of benefits. For example, in this map, it's the church. You can change different kind of strategies. I haven't checked all the other ones. Unfortunately, I have this one. I wanted to gather up some ammunition and, you know, just enjoy slaying some zombies. I'm also showing to my friend how should he maybe develop his strategies, etc., etc. We were just talking about it. And from these, shelter strategy, plus 4 beds. I don't have any problem with beds, basically, especially at this base. Usually I was -3 with beds, but my level, as you can see, is still enthusiastic, and it will be enthusiastic because I have several moral boosts that I can activate, so it's no problem for me. Morale boosting, as I mentioned, I have different, so it's no problem for me. And the stronghold strategy can give me a rooftop recon, and I think sniper? No, not the sniper, just the recon. No, sorry, the rooftop sniper. Yeah, that's most important, because it cover me with a 50-round APA rifle, and it can decimate different kind of zombies, and especially a juggernaut. So it's a big help for not wasting any ammunition on it, because sooner or later you will run into a juggernaut. For example, last time it spawned behind me. I was really surprised. Luckily I was near my base, but it was a hell of a surprise. It's an option, basically. I haven't, as I mentioned, I haven't checked all the other ones. There are probably other videos about it, so I think the other one in the other map is a hospital or something. Probably it gives you some free medicine or plague cure or something like that. This is my base. So basically, because I have farm and farming skills, it's +6 per day, thanks to my gardening skills, and I have a food outpost. I was thinking maybe letting go this food outpost and getting some materials, because this is the only thing that I have minus, because I have other things that I need to keep up. I have 2 ammo outposts upgraded, and this is a new thing here, that you can also upgrade your ammo shops. So it doesn't just give you 1 ammo, it gives you 3 if you upgrade it. Unfortunately, you need to have influence for it. I think the first upgrade cost 800, and the second one or the third one costs 2000, so it's very expensive, but you will get influence anyway. And the reason why I have more ammo outposts, because I use a lot of ammunition, especially if you have high-end gear, like you know, the 50 caliber armor-piercing gun, which is the death of a juggernaut. Basically, you have 7.62 millimeter guns. Unfortunately, that and the armor piercing, and also I think the rocket launcher costs 5 ammo bags, so it's a lot. And for example, from the armor piercing bullets, even if you have someone with the ammunition skill, you still receive maybe 7 or 8 max. And you also need to have other things for your other characters, so you can't only have the ammunition skill, for example, because then you wouldn't be able to upgrade your base. Oh, I like this Prescott Fire Station. This scout tower, anywhere I go, I usually build one, because 3 people go up there and shoot everything inside. Basically, it keeps my base or around my base clear, because there are always zombies near my base. I don't know why. And this one is because it's built in, it doesn't consume any ammunition. Usually it has. The only thing here is that if I want, I can also activate this and it reduces my threat, but it's no problem. Even if I'm at high risk, my people are so geared up that they can even take down a juggernaut with the melee weapons, so it's no problem for me, because all my other skills are also boosted and maxed out. The farming, I think it's an important in every base, and I heard it also by a lot of people. This is a large slot, and it will give you a bit of boost. It give you 10 food a day. I think it's more than enough for everyone. And it consumes 1 material, as of course, like I think all the large spots. Trade depot, I have a trader leader, and it's very good because I can call in any traders anytime. So as long as I have influence, I will never run out of materials, even if I cleared the whole map. So basically, there are no more, or maybe a few houses that I didn't clear, or I didn't look up or scouted, because some of them are in the wild. But it doesn't matter for me, because I kill hordes, I kill juggernauts, I help the others, I get influence, and I can call in the traders. So it's a very good skill, of course, for this playthrough. You always need some storage. It's a built-in storage. It's good, as I mentioned, because I need a lot of ammunition and fuel. I use the ammunition and fuel storage upgrade. I can store up to 80, I think. I never had so much, because I always using them up. I need it. And I also like the shelf, even if the shelf only store 2 of the materials, but from every material, and even the highest mod for one thing, for one pack or storage pack, can only hold up to 5 storages. So if you put, but it's only for example, in this case, it's only for ammo. But if you put it in at least 3 places, this shelf, I think you can put it in anywhere, then you would be able to have 6, and 6 from all the materials. So it's much more, basically, because it's 6. It will be 2 times 6. It's 12 from all together. In the meantime, no, not 12. What am I saying? 30, because am I doing it? No, 6. 30. Around 30, I think, because then you would hold from all the rucksacks, compared to the one that you would have only 5 from that specific one. Of course, some mods that are necessary for the communication. Of course, this signal. What is it called? Signal booster. It's always a must, I think, but it's very hard, sometimes hard to find. It's give you 2 max outposts. So when you upgrade your command center, then you would have +2, so the maximum amount of outposts. Utility, it was built in. You will also need a workshop. I have the Red Talon workshop. We can give you a free repair, but also I think the what is it called? Upkeep is also 1 material, so it's kind of negative. I didn't use the shelter beds for the Red Talon, because even if it gives 2 more beds, it gives -5 morale, and it also uses 1 material per day. This is the only one that it isn't used, because it was also built in. So I didn't use it. For this mod, I'm just checking it at the moment. It is a maintenance bed. It basically prevents weapon durability loss. I haven't got the foggiest clue what does this mean exactly, because when I'm using my weapon, it still got broken, and I understand with the Red Talon workshop, if I put it in my my weapons, then it will repair it passively. It's good, so you don't need scrap for it. But in this case, I have no idea what it does. Kitchen, always use a face, because I don't know why, but I always find a lot of food. And I still have my 2 trucks full of food sacks, and I can't do anything with them. One tip, don't open the sacks, because maybe you get some food from it, but it's still more valuable as a rucksack, and you never know when you would need it for a quest, because usually they require some rucksacks, some medicine, food, and I think materials are the most likely that they will need. And you get a good chunk of experience for it. Not experience, influence. Utility room, it would be good if I wasn't repairman. Basically, I get free water and electricity, so it's not good for me. But it's good. It's a good sense that this facility, this fire station, has it, so you don't need to occupy, for example, 2 more outposts. The steel, I only did this because I can sell the whiskey, and I didn't know what to put it in, basically, because I have an infirmary is also very useful, and you must have it and upgrade it, of course. But I usually use the infection recovery because of the blood plague, but since I killed all the blood plagues and the only blood plague zombies are the juggernauts sometimes, then I really don't have so much use for it, because I also my storage is full of blood plague cures, and it was very, because I usually go solo, and AI is not so perfect, and because it usually runs into the deep of the zombies, which would kill them eventually. I usually solo, and I take good care of my characters, so it's very rare even for me to use a blood plague cure. Or if I have a guy who has a really high blood plague, I usually use medicine to cure it almost instantly. So it's very rare for me to use the blood plague. I think I have a lot of samples and a lot of plague cures too. So infirmary, I didn't put in the what is it called? Pain pill plus. It gives instead of 2 medicines, it only requires 1 medicine to produce it. I didn't know what to put in it, basically, because I have a moral boosting in here, moral boosting here. I'm always either empowered or enthusiastic, so I don't need more. And I really don't know what to put in the infirmary, basically. Okay, that's it. This was emergency service. It was built in. I don't use it. It's good for starting. Unfortunately, when you start, you don't have enough influence to purchase this building, so bummer. And because it gives you experience for cardio and fighting, you can level up much faster. For example, if you have, or if you started a new map here, and you have 2 or 3 overpowered characters, and you need more, this can help you, but eventually you will get to maximum level very fast, because you need to change your characters very often. So I rarely use this one. It is built in, that's why I use it, and I upgraded because I had a lot of mods and a lot of influence, and wanted to do something with it. I'm already empowered. I'm already enthusiastic, look, because the feast is already at working. This is one interesting mode, the fridge, because it stores 2 food and meds, but with power, and of course I always have power with these skills. It gives you 5 food and 5, so it's quite good, because it gives you basically 10, 5 from each. Now, one more thing that I have recently, a trick that I have learned. Usually if you go on top of your car, and you can go, I think, almost in any car top, you can have a little breathing space, and zombies will stop. They will maybe get around your car, go near, or even go far, but they will stop. Very rarely they will come to you. But it's also true for this base too, because I'm top of a fire truck. It's not a car technically, but it's a fire truck. I was waiting for a zombie invasion, and I was standing here because I can see all the other doors are blocked by cars, and I advise you to do this also, because you will have a lot of cars late in the game. I had 2 doors here and here, and I was waiting for the zombies. Unfortunately, the closest zombie that came here come to the door, and it stopped. Didn't move from then on. And when my friends, or the AI, came out and beat the shit out of them, but I could easily hunt them down from here. None of them even reached the door or tried knocking on the door like normally they would do, because I was here, and it was like I was on the top of the car. It was basically the same. So they wouldn't attack. It's a good thing to know, especially at these bases, because this fire truck is basically the same as a car. So they didn't get into my base. That was the main thing, even though there were a lot of zombies, and this is a good shooting point to them, or at them. Okay, so blocking up doors, of course, you can always check the map that I see. This is the 2 front doors, and this is one here and one here. You can barely see it. I already broke these 2. Unfortunately, you have to watch out, because Juggernaut, if Juggernaut are coming or you're top of the car, when a Juggernaut attacks, he can knock the car easily away, and then with a few knocks it can blow it up. So even if it is armored, especially on the higher levels like I am at the moment. So one more thing is essential when you're starting, so these are optional. Infirmary, workshop, and the command center always have to be, and I think a farming, because then you don't need to rely on the other outposts to gather food for you. You can do it by yourself. Of course, for this you need a gardening skill. And also, if you have characters, and the best characters, as the pros say, is always the one who don't have a 5th skill, because then you can teach them anything from the beginning, right from when you accept them to your community. And I think one of the most important ones are farming or planting, doesn't matter. Computer, because that gives you or that enables you to upgrade your command center, which is vital in order to to upgrade all your base. Auto mechanic. I don't have, as you can see, I don't have an auto repair shop. Why? Because my cars are already built up. So it's if it stands, it consumes something material, but it gives you more fuel efficiency, etc., etc. But in the end game, you will have a lot of fuel, you have a lot of toolkits usually to repair the car, and you don't need it. You have I don't know. You use maybe 2, 3, 4 cars, as for the parking slots. You use 2, 3 for blocking up the doors, and that's it. You can gather all the cars up, but it doesn't have any other meaning, because you can only use one at a time, so it's no problem. As you can see, I still have a lot of food in here. What? Oh, no? So in the beginning, do 1 or 2 from anything from light, medium, and maybe heavy upgrades, because you never know what kind of cars you will get in the future, and you can upgrade them almost instantly. And a lot of toolkits, even though in the higher difficulties, as you can imagine, the car will break down very often if you go through zombies. But I think it's still fun. If you can afford it, it's quite good, especially when there's, for example, a freak and you want to kill it without endangering yourself, but it's very hard because these idiots are always jumping around. Or, for example, killing an infestation. Come on, get up. It didn't work. Come on! Thank goodness. It's very hard to kill a freak that way. But for example, like in Infestation, especially in the beginning when you don't have so much ammunition or you don't have beefed up characters, it's very easy to kill it by car. And it's sometimes it's much more efficient in my way, because you don't put yourself out in danger, and you also don't consume ammunition. Or bombs, for example. Fuel is, as you saw, I have many fuel, but it's important for me, for example, the Molotov, which is one of the greatest bombs, because it doesn't cost much. You don't use fuel that often, maybe for the cars, and most in cases you will find fuel, and also find, but you don't find so many bombs. Okay. Oh, here's the screamer. Shut up. Thank you. And did I clear the infestation? Okay, everyone, come here. Let's have a party. But it is a good idea. As you saw, I killed maybe 10 zombies with my car, max. Of course, it's not fully repaired, so keep in mind that. But as you can see, my car is already beat down, so problem. Usually, I advise you to use the door. And don't forget that my car is already beefed up, so it has armor on it. Think about it, what would it cost, or how long would it stay fixed if I didn't have any armor on it. It can degrade very fast. Okay, so as you saw, didn't get out of the car. Unfortunately, it took me a little longer because somehow they didn't come out as I planned. But with one shot or with one hit, you can kill almost all of them. And I still think that it's a cheaper way than wasting, for example, ammunition or Molotov. Of course, we're talking about the end, so in the end you will have a lot of Molotovs. Oh yeah. And here's the thing. Look, I get help, and she or he already stopped. I think they are coming closer and closer when they reach a certain distance. But they will not go further or not. I cannot exactly say how far they will go or how far they will stay, but usually they just stay in the pace. And basically, they are clay pigeons, and you can shoot them very easily. I use this technique, of course, when I'm bored, and as you can see, this red cloud, this is not black heart or anything, but it shows you how much zombies are in the vicinity. And if you clear them, it will move away, so the cloud gets thinner. Don't use ammunition on these soldiers, because it takes at least 2 or 3 times more to kill them, because they have helmets, and you know, the black ones have bulletproof vests, so it's not a good idea to shoot them. I think I have a magnum. Of course, it's loud. And in bigger difficulties, it is not advised to use loud weapons, because you can, as you can see, just with hitting with these weapons, at least I'm covered at least in 15 or 10 to 15 zombies already. And if I shoot more, then more would come. And you can, for example, calculate another horde passing by, a freak coming, juggernaut coming, which is a bigger problem, screamers when they, you know, when you don't see them because you're full of zombies and they scream, they bring in more or summon in more, etc., etc. Hi, kids. Well, yeah, this one is also quite loud. But if you have, you know, when you finished all your quests, you have a lot of ammunition, then you can clear, for example, cities, zombies, and then this red cloud will get thinner and thinner. And as you can see in on my map, so there are a few places, usually around cities, when this red cloud resembles that there are more zombies there, usually. And this will get thinner because my scouts, or my... Where did they come from? When my scouts already in business, so the scout tower is already killing everything in certain distance. Now what happens if you run out of bullets? That sucks, basically. And then you can do, especially when there are, you know, what kind of zombies? Armored zombies, that you go down, kill a few, run around, gather them up, for example, and then go on the top of your car again. But because if you go down, it will take them a few seconds to realize that you're on the ground. But after that, run! Oh yeah. Okay. But you can line them up, as you can see. Oh yeah, this was not what I wanted to do. This technique, oh shit, turn around and execute is the best technique, because you won't be using your melee weapon, so it will never go down. I rarely use it in this game, basically, because it will cost me stamina, I need to repair, and it's slow. And usually, as you can see, I fight about 3 to 5 zombies at the same time. That's the minimum, especially in harder difficulties. So it's not advised to use your melee weapon. This is much more efficient if it works. Oh, come on, come on! This one is fucking with me. Come on. Okay, unexpected guess. And if you line them up, for example, like I did with shotgun or guns that could penetrate, then with one shot I was able to sometimes hit 2 guys or 3. And even if you don't kill... Are you kidding me? Even if you... Started to be buggy. Even if you don't kill them, you could stun them. Come on, come on, come on, come on, kill them already. What? Another one, great. Shut up. Okay, so I'm already up to my neck in zombies. I don't want to use the hand grenade because it's precious. I only have 20 or so. I didn't do them because it requires not only fuel, but I think ammunition too. And I think building more ammunition is better than, you know, one hand grenade. What? What? I'm hearing things. I thought it was a screamer again. Eerie music, which means that more zombies are coming. Excuse me. Okay, well, let's go. That zombie still didn't realize that I shot him. I hate this long animation. Yeah, some of the skills, for example, that you can acquire by, you know, upgrading your character, some of them have a much faster execution. Some of them are really, really wrong. So you have to also take into consideration when you're working with that guy that zombies can attack you when you're doing your execution, so you're not invulnerable. And, you know, attacking or executing a guy when the Juggernaut attacks, that's a bummer. And you cannot stop it. So it could knock you up, kill you. And also, if you're doing, or if you interrupted you, for example a Juggernaut or a Freak or I don't know, then it also means that the zombie is still alive, so you didn't execute it. That's a problem. Also going to a wall, that's also a problem for me. And a bloater. Okay. Now, in most cases, in harder difficulty, they say it's a good idea to, you know, not to spread out your outposts, because I don't know why, but in my opinion, as you can see, I spread it out because there are a lot of cities, stuff that, for example, I couldn't pick up in the first time or didn't want to pick up, and you can pack your stuff up. One sec. You can pack up your yeah. No, this one. The only thing you cannot pack down or send it to your base is the rucksacks, so you have to deal with them manually, as you know. 40, okay. And one more thing. But all the other stuff, as you know, or as you guessed, it will take a lot of time, you know, going from one side of the map to the other, packing up all 8 things that you packed up, then back, a lot of ammunition, a lot of fuel, and a lot of toolkits. because you always need to repair and refuel your car. Don't forget that, because sometimes I realize when I'm in the middle of the map, but okay, my car is about to explode and I don't have fuel. Great! And I'm also almost out of ammunition. And maybe 2 horde of zombies are following me. Not a good idea, and a good plan. In the auto shop, well, I think one of the good things is that you don't need to manufacture the what was it called, the toolkits. What? The tool. Oh, broadcast. You don't need to manufacture the toolkits one by one like normally in the workshop, but you can do them as free. You can manufacture 3 at a time, so it's an easier. The same cost, but you can create 3. Of course, you will need a lot of scratch for it. Oh, don't be afraid of water. No matter how big is the lake or what kind of a river are you in, you never go deep in it. So it's basically you don't get even your feet wet. You can sometimes I use the lake because it's much easier, less zombies, and for example the river, it's a straight line, usually 1 or 2 zombies in it, straight line, straight road, and no problem. You can, and there near the cities there's always an exit somehow. Oh yeah, I'm trying to kill them silently, and these guys use magnums. Cool. Probably won't hear it. They won't hear it. Okay, where are you? Yes, I found your friend. Of course, that's what I'm here for. I have nothing to do. Just your stupid friend who's probably already dead. Also, be careful. There are sometimes hostile. Not players, hostile enemies or enclaves. In the greater difficulties, these guys hit very hard. Even though if they have only 1 gun or 9mm gun, they are very punctual. They can kill you with 1 or 2 shots, so be careful with that. The best way, at least what I heard, the best way was to either bring a few zombies to them, and in the meantime you can kill them from a sniper position, or use the zombie, not zombie bait, the zombie poison that could kill them. Otherwise, if it took a lot of ammunition to hit them, they could also dodge the bullets, which is weird. Okay. Oh yeah, we broke all the windows in the shop. No chance of hearing us, of course. I mean, the loudest thing that you could do is have a party, basically. Let's get going, you're already dead. What are we doing? Where are you continue talking with? Maybe if you would stop. That's a bottle of whatever. Okay, this was the quest. Great. How did this get in? Interesting. The more zombies I can, the more of them are coming to here. Oh, what? Oh yeah, I forget. I didn't use the zombie bait. Great. Yeah. Sometimes there are quests like this. For example, if you use zombie bait, only a few million zombies will come. I need to see this. What happens? And they won't stop. Dude, would you mind coming here? Well, if zombies would give such experiences like in other games, it would be very good for farming, but I think they would hate us. Well, how many zombies are there? 20, 30? Where am I going? Oh, there. Yeah, right there. I keep forgetting that when they're offering you a zombie bait or this zombie hide, whatever it is, then you better use it because a few million zombies will attack usually. Oh. A house that I haven't visited yet. Of course it gives me some blood poison, but zombies won't recognize me. Interrupted again, of course, like always. It's very easy to, you know, to have a house or scout a house or loot a house when you're using this. I think the time is few minutes maybe, but even though if the zombies come in, they don't recognize you, so you could kill them easily. But once you started hitting them, they will recognize you, so be careful with that. Okay, zombies remaining. Hello. I don't know if what would happen, for example, if I would stay there and start hitting zombies, you know, not taking this serum, and I wonder if it would be endless. Okay, I'm still bleeding or something like that. Come on. What's that? Cleaning station from blend. Cleaning station, I think that's a mod that you could accept. It always gives you something like this. What? No. He's already half dead, but he was attacking a screamer. Great. Oh shit. It's lucky for me because the horde came by me. Horde came and I could easily kill them one by one. They won't even recognize me. This is the black bulletproof zombie. Thank goodness he's not bulletproof with a knife. Come on. This is free influence for me. What? He hit me? How? I think if you hit him, then she or he will recognize you, so that's a problem. Okay, let's loot the house. What? I can't get in? There was a bug previously that, for example, on the sideways, that you weren't able to pass or get on it, and you would always stop. But I think they have fixed this. But there are, I think, still several ones, but I think the game is quite playable. And it has the reason why I love State of Decay, because the replayability. So there's a lot of replayability. Yeah, you use this one. So, especially with friends, you know, building up a good society, helping him, just like I'm doing with my friend, for example. No. No.
I think we've scavenged everything this place had.
What? Okay, now go back. My car is already dead again. Great. Coffee is also a nice thing. This is, I think, the only thing that could raise your fatigue and keep you on your toes, but unfortunately you can drink only one. Alright, we're back again. Sorry for the cut, but I had problems. But here we are, back or near our base. Let's get into the base. I think there are... Yep, there's a strong problem still. Okay. Let's see, we don't have any of these. So as you can see now, I have a little blood poison or blood plague. You can cure it by using the black cure. I don't know exactly how much I have, 16, but I have 119 samples, so I can get them. But usually I just where is it? Infirmary. Yeah, blood plague sample. For example, I think this is the easiest way to remove, because if you want to manufacture a blood plague cure, then you would need 3 blood samples and 2 medicines, and I have no idea why. It's much cheaper here. No, where is it? Because this way you can basically use just 1 blood sample and cure it. Of course, you can only do it by the infirmary, so at your base. You cannot do it by the outpost. You can only be at your place. And here's also Brook. Am I Brook? No, I'm not Brook. Okay, but here's another thing, that you can put your man in the infirmary, so there are 3 spaces. I think as you level up the infirmary, more and more people can come in and freeze the maximum. I rarely use it, so it's no problem for me. And okay, I need to change guy. Parker. I have no idea what kind of. Oh yeah. And a good advice also, that you should go to the bounty broker as often as possible for weapons, because as you move on in the in the campaign or during the city or scouting or scavenging, you probably will get new weapons, cool ones, not so cool ones, ammunition. But the best way is to get from the bounty broker or from traders. But traders, will they sell? They usually sell the same weapons over and over, and you have to be very lucky to be able to get new or special type weapons. Not to mention, for example, that this weapon, mine weapon, which is also from the bounty broker, it has what does it have? It has increased magazine, for example, 50 capacity. Normally the AK has 30 or 40, and also has a scope, so it has basically 2 attachments already, which is much more than you can. Usually you can put on a not a scope or what, silencer, and that's it. And there someone is already. You see? A horde just came in, and by the time I go out from the garage, they already killed them, all of them. 2, 3, 4 zombies maybe. I don't know what the hell were they doing here, but hey. So the best way is to get from the broker, and you can get 3 active bounties at the moment, at the same time. And I advise you to have the easiest one first. So for example, for special crossbows, I don't know, usually craft a certain amount of crossbows for a special crossbow, of course. Shoot a few zombies in the head, kill freakers with a car. It's very easy basically, and you will always get, or you saw them on the road as you go, so you can't basically miss them. Or shoot bloaters with, I don't know, crossbows or with a pistol. So these are the easier ones, and if you do them, you can gear up your characters very easily, and you only need to worry about the ammunition part. For example, I just took one of the bounties, as you can see, so kill 35 black zombie arms dismembered. This is a problem for me, Juggernaut. This is a problem for me because I just killed all the plague hearts, so there are no more plague zombies for me to dismember, so I had to go to a new area in order to achieve this, and I also don't need to kill them, but I had to dismember them. So it's a problem for me. I have 6 because I think I did it with my friends, so my active bounty, so my bounties were active, but on his place we have a few black hearts, so there are zombies, and it counts also, so it doesn't matter on which servers are you or who is hosting the game. But on my place it's almost impossible to achieve this because I don't have any plague zombies. And let's see if this guy Screamer! And this is a loud weapon, of course. When we use fighting, just as I showed you, you know, when I was dodging and sorry. Okay, it will take a while. When I was dodging and executing, you have to practice it first. Maybe you don't succeed first, and you usually try it when there are 1 or 2 zombies at max. You cannot knock this up, buddy. Always shoot the head. Remember that also the hints in the beginning also mentions that Juggernauts are almost immune to bombs or not bombs, sorry, Molotov cocktails or anything with fire. He just runs through it and does very little damage. It kills the zombies, but hey, it won't kill him. Come on, come on, come on, move! You have a certain amount of time before Juggernaut rises again, and then you have to spend ammunition again to kill it. What the hell am I doing? So you see, he interrupted my kill, and the zombie was, even though he was still down on the road, he was able to get up back on his feet before I cut his head off. So you have to watch that because it interrupts the kill, and you are vulnerable. And I shot all my ammunition. Great! So this is why usually they say that it's not worth to kill Juggernaut, because you have to spend a lot of ammunition in order to kill it. And unfortunately, once you engaged him, you have to kill it because he will follow you unless you have a very fast car. And you have time to get into your car. Alright, and now that you can have a sidearm and a primary, there are a lot more guns that you can carry, or you have usefulness. For example, in case of sidearms, so pistols, shotguns, magnums, you can take usually one of them. And in my opinion, you should take one pouch of ammo from each of them, depending on what level are you or what kind of a profession did you take. I think the maximum level that you can bring for one weapon is 60. I have one character who can who can have 60 at a time, and I think 40 is the minimum. Or the smallest that you can take. But for example, in this case I have a Derringer assault pistol. Unfortunately, I think, yeah, this pistol only has burst fire, but if you but if you shoot carefully, you can shoot 1 bullet at a time, so it will count as 1, even though if you heard, let's say, 3 bullets leaving your barrel, it only counts as 1. So, but you have to try it and practice it a little bit. Okay, so and again I have to create another set of these things. Unfortunately, because I don't have, as I mentioned, I don't have a garage, then an auto garage, then I have to make these by hand, and my scrap is down, so I had to salvage. If you're out of scraps, you can do this salvage, which will take 3 minutes, more than 3 minutes, or you can salvage or scrap the materials. It will give you 20, so it's not really worth it. But when you have, you know, not in the beginning, but in the middle, when you have built up your base and there are still sites that can have material sacks, then it's very easy to spend them to gain scrap, because otherwise you will have to go to a vendor. Maybe they have one, and this guy should die, and you can maybe purchase from them. But if you're not a trader, a warlord, sheriff, or anything else, then it could be a problem for you. Scrap is always a problem, especially in the harder difficulties. You have to be very careful what are you spending in. So is it worth to, for example, repair the car or repair your items? It all depends on what kind of profession did you choose. For example, now I can call trader, and I call it the parts trader. Now this is good because I almost forgot about it, because the parts trader has 2 stacks or 3 stacks of scraps, which is in one stack there are 99, and I don't think it's so expensive. So now I have 179 scraps, but in a moment I will have at least 200 or 300. And it is much more than you can usually scavenge from any site or any vendor or what are these? And I have a shitload of things, but I don't really use them. I have many medical supplies. I already sold them. I made energy drinks because I think there was a quest or broker thing about this, but I didn't really use it. I rarely use any kind of stuff like this from besides the bombs and the molotovs. Now where is this? Oh, here it is. Of course, they're always letting the door open, welcoming zombies inside. See, here it is. So it's 189 influence, and it's 2 stacks. Oh, and they have a heavy upgrade. Good. Unfortunately, I also made one already, so. But I can purchase these. Where is it? And sometimes there are books. So computer book, very good, and mechanic is also as you would expect. And some mods maybe. Boxes of seed, I rarely use it. I found a lot in the garden, so not really important for me. You see, I already had 300, more than 300, almost 400. So it's no problem. And you can play this trick that usually when you have, you know, a lot of stuff. That's why I always say to pick up everything in this game. Even if these little letters that don't have anything useful to them, because I think even the letters you can sell. Oh, and I forgot that I made some whiskey. Oh yeah, I made a huge bundle of whiskey. I think this thing sells very well. Also, the rucksacks, the normal rucksacks that your player or man carrying. You know, the one which is 20 pounds, no, 12 pounds, or smaller one, the 6, 7 pocketed ones. You can get them, but you can sell them, and it sells quite very well. Also, because I'm a trader, I think I receive bonus when selling these things to vendors, so it's a plus also. Scrap circuit, usually you have trouble finding them in the middle. Upgrading certain things or higher level things require this thing, a lot of them, so it's good to know. Please leave. Also, this guy has 300, so I started, I think, with 200. I bought a few things, and I bought also the 2 times 99 scraps, and I still have 2000 influence, so more than enough. And I think if I look around, like, it's still here are the talent bunker, you have to pick these up from the talent vendor. So you call in a guy, and all these things that you basically achieved in the daybreak will unlock in this game, and you can purchase them, but you can only purchase them with this prestige as long as you want. How do you get prestige? By going back to daybreak and killing zombies and achieving things. Armor press, yes, okay. I have not so many. I usually use bladed weapons, I don't know why, but I love them, and I get rid of them, these maces and heavy blunt weapons, because they are very slow for me. And you know, when 300 zombies are attacking you at the same time, speed is everything. Ah shit, come on! Are you kidding me? He's standing next to me? No? And no one realized that there was a screamer next to our base. Of course. You see? He almost ran out of influence. And what about these zombies? I think my scout tower is not doing very well at the moment. Okay. One more. Okay. So Building material is still a problem. Fuel, not a problem. I don't know why I have so much. Workshop, building bomb. Usually, as I mentioned here, these bombs, I never use it. I rarely use it. Because it costs ammunition. I think ammunition is best spent on real ammo for the guns. Because here you make 3 pipe bombs, but with a perk and with 3 rucksacks, you can make 5.56 ammunition, at least 70, around 70. So it's more than 2 rounds or magazines. For a large weapon like this. It's a 7.62, but there's a special one. I don't know which one of my men has it, but there's a better gun, which has also a capacity of 31, I think, so it's quite good. So for that machine gun, basically it's 2 full magazines, and you can kill a lot more zombies with that. Okay, doing this again. Workshop. So I advise you to this or this. Of course, it needs scraps, but unfortunately, the higher the thermite grenade and all the other also consume some scrap. But Molotov, I think one of the best, and I think I still have a perk for it. That's why usually you get 6. But some of my men, I don't know which one is a military soldier, and with it I can craft +3, so I have a bonus for it, and that's why I can craft 9. That's why I have so much Molotov. And sometimes you need to spend it because otherwise it will go waste on the next morning. That's why I'm spending it. And in the next day I still get +2. So what now? Okay, for example, the food is at maximum, but in the next day I still get 2, and after the next day it will go to waste. So you have to manage that. Okay, let's have another feast. Do feast as often as possible. If you want to create anything, I think the coffee is the best option, because if you want to level up your character, one of your character, it will get, of course, tired. But with this, you can do double time, because if you drink coffee, his fatigue or stamina will rise up again until the coffee lasts. Okay, what now? Okay. No, I forgot to make the coffee. It's a good thing to always enable the drone hacking, drone recon, drone strikes. It's the same as I think with the Clio and the Sniper. So it will help you, and also enable this influence gain. When you start the game, I always forget to turn it on, unfortunately. So this means that you will get 20 influence plus 30% plus influence from everything. And since my trade depot also gives me influence, and some of my neighbors also give me either a bonus or either a new influence to me, it could raise you quite a lot. So let's see how much influence I'm getting. 100 influence per day. Okay, then it's just the 100, so 120 if you activate it. And also plus the zombies you can, plus the quests you're doing, etc, etc. Okay, let's switch. So always get your guys this 8-slotted hiking pack. 8 pounds is the normal that you can get, but some of the military ones are 7.5. It is good for such guys that don't have enough strength, so they are not deep pocketed or something like that. So when the weight matters to them, it don't slow them down. Health. I really didn't, because some of the professionals say that, for example, it depends, and you should get rid of the those survivors who have melancholy or something that maybe damages the morale or damages other survivors. So, but unfortunately, for me, it was very rare to occupy or gather other survivors, and I didn't want to lose the resources that Enclaves gave me. So I took almost everyone that I met in, and I think one of them also died. But besides that, I haven't noticed that such a decrease in moral or such a decrease in efficiency or anything else. Or did they argue that I had to talk to them to convince them that okay, it's not a problem? I didn't see anything like it. So I think it's not such a big deal, or it is possible that my men are so advanced that it's not a problem because my resources cover almost anything. It is a possibility. I don't know exactly. Okay, now let's go to get that. I always receive missions that should go to the end of the world. Eat early in restaurants. Restaurant trouble. And another juggernaut. Are you kidding me? The best way is to stay on the road. Unfortunately, it is the longest also. There are certain areas or certain parts of this map and every map that it is so flat that you can go through almost trees and everything, even a river or a lake. But here I have mountains, so I must go around them. Unfortunately. But yeah, this truck is heavily armored and has a lot of packing space. Unfortunately, it's one of the slowest. And sometimes it's very hard to steer. Shit. I like to put efficiency before, you know, the good looks or anything like that, like how good my car looks, because then I would use the other spiky, I don't know, Mad Nor whatever his name was, which I got from the broker. But it has only 6 packing space. It's also very hard to steer, and I don't really like it. It's a nice car, and you cannot upgrade it. It already comes upgraded, but I don't think that's such a good car. But it looks nice with all the spikes. Okay, lumber mill or something like that. Usually I took here a shortcut, and I always regret it. Just like now. So many rocks and... ah, oh, come on! That's why I hate. Get off. How do I get down? And don't worry if you happen to tumble up with this car, or any car for that matter, get off, then just pushing the keys, left or right keys, you will go back on your feet, or use the unstuck button. That's the easiest way, but be careful, your unstuck button has a cooldown. Okay, let's go here. Everything at home, yeah, nice place. Dead. What? Yep. Sometimes there's a trap. I seems to get into a trouble over and over again because you never know. Oh shit! You never know when it is a trap. And I was lucky because there was only one guy, and he was slow. But when they are free, and especially, for example, Red Talon operatives, then it could be a problem because they are well geared up and they can shoot like hell. And I'm about to be eaten by some zombies. Great. I wonder how long I can keep this up. Don't forget that with dodging and executing, your stamina will go down. So sometimes you need to take a rest. Why am I here? Cool. So I just walked up here for a trap. How lucky I am. Nope, no shooting. Okay. And don't forget to reload. It's not, nothing is more annoying than trying to kill a bunch of zombies and you realize that you're empty. Okay, let's see. What the... it's always a good idea to purchase. Oh, here's one bag which is 8 pocketed, but it's very heavy, so it's a good idea to sell it, especially for a better one. Okay, what do you have? Bullets worth buying. Material, because I don't have any. One sec. Unfortunately, you can only carry one at a time. It's annoying. Okay. Improve. If you have a good reputation, sometimes it can surprise you what kind of a good gear are they selling. Okay, now let's get out of here. Maybe check these guys. I haven't realized that I have so many enclaves as friends. Unfortunately, there's a consequence for you to having such a huge amount of enclaves, or even having one enclave, because time to time they will ask you to help with something, and if you don't help, their reputation goes down. And they will get mad. They will either leave or be hostile, which is a problem then, because then you have to deal with them. Every time you go near them, they will take you as a hostile. And of course, more zombies. Why not? You know, I was really hoping that they would come out and help me or something. Is it too much to ask? And he almost shot me. Great. Excuse me. Lock the door. Thank you. And you open it. Stupid. So many ammunition. I've never seen. Oh shit. I never realized that there were so many materials here. And ammo, which is always a problem for me, so it's very good. Not to mention that bullets for my big gun. I usually have, most of my men have this 7.62, which is a good one and very heavy and good against even juggernauts, but unfortunately it's very expensive, especially if you try to produce it. Okay, I will purchase everything from you. That's why I like soldiers, they're always prepared. Okay, and I think this is the last one. I already have better weapons, so I'm not bothered getting all the other ones. That's why it's sometimes good to look up all your trainers. Now, what? Wait, another hostile. If you have a hostile presence, usually there will be a quest, for example, from Lone Wanderer, or I don't know, so from someone that maybe we should kill these guys. And who am I to argue with them? Okay. Well, this is one way to get down from a hill. And I still don't know if I'm going the right way. Of course I'm not. As you can see, there are some cars here that you could pick up. Unfortunately, it involves a lot of walking. My best guess would be if you have a friend, you can ask him to help you to get all the cars, so you will take him to this and he will follow you back to the base, and he will put down the car. It's the easiest way, or you will have to walk, which can be quite expensive in the sense that you will need a lot of guns or a lot of stealth. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, and almost burned down. Let's see. Oh yeah, when your car is like this, it is about to blow up, so not a good idea to run over a few more zombies. Not a good to meet a juggernaut like this. I'm afraid to shoot because probably I will wake up all the zombies in the neighborhood. This one asked for it. Okay. That's why I have, for example, scattered the outpost, because in some cases my car is almost beat down. I'm almost 100% positive that if I would go to my place like this, my car would blow up, and that would be a problem. And here I can repair it. If I could find... oh, here it is. Also, you can heal. Oh, and I get it now. What is it called? The plague cures are good in a sense that in the outpost you can also cure, because as I mentioned, you can only cure in the infirmary when you are home. But I'm very far away from home, and if you have I don't know, very high plague fever and you only have few minutes to live, then it is a good choice to go there and heal up fast, because the plague cure also removes all the plague fever, and it will cure you. Very hard to tell, man. Now I have many oh shit, come on! Yep, that was a horde, sorry. Yep. Okay. Good thing that I just repaired my car, huh? It's almost in the same shit condition that I found him. Okay, let's go to the field. Little field work didn't kill anyone, unless I run over him with a car. Okay, where is this infestation? It's also very easy to kill an infestation if you use your horn, the car's horn. You go on the top of it, and then you use a Molotov. Because then you won't be able to miss, because these zombies won't move. If I'm right, and I hope that... okay, maybe not a good idea, but hey. Let's see the show. No. Now, unfortunately, I don't know which one is part of the quest and which one is not. Shut up. You probably see this called snap aim. Well, it means that I can home on zombies' head instantly. I don't need to aim, but it will consume some stamina. It's quite good. I never really used it before, but then I found that, hey, I have this skill. Why don't I use it? Especially here, because I don't use any stamina here at the moment. It's quite good, because then you can go whoop, whoop, whoop. It's always a critical hit. Yep, cool. Snapshot. Okay. Would you mind coming out? Another good thing that the Molotov goes through doors, so even that, and it is interesting because I can shoot through the window, but I cannot shoot through the door. I don't know what kind of doors do they make, but it's quite indestructible. Anyone else? Sometimes the snapshot is quite good, because I noticed on the minimap that there was some commotion over here, but I didn't see them because they were in bushes, and I only saw them when they moved and when I saw their eyes. But the snapshot sees them. Of course, this also works. Okay, everyone quiet. Next one. And I also have an outpost here, so I can repair my gun or get more ammunition, so it's very easy in a sense. Let's see, another infestation. And another fence that I have destroyed. Again. Oh yeah, and they destroyed my car. Nice. Shut up. Please use the door next time. And he's screaming. Oh, great. What am I doing here? Ah, shh. Basically, I missed every one of them. Great. And I cannot reach or see the... Where are you? I cannot see the screamer, and he will scream more and more and more, and... Great. Okay, I think I will need help. So... Let's see what I can get. No, not the rooftop. Where's Cleo? Where? Daybreak? Cleo support. Please help me. You see? Even the high caliber rounds couldn't kill these fuckers. Sorry. Excuse me. What the? Zombies are flying. It's springtime. Excuse me. Thank you. Oh shit. Excuse me. You have to be very fast because sometimes they... What? Because sometimes they don't let you climb on the rooftop. That's a bummer. Shut up. One more. Okay. The best way to carry ammunition by you is by a weapon. As I mentioned, this weapon can hold 51 rounds, so it's quite a large one. And I cannot, I think this guy can only hold 40, so I cannot refill my gun to full with one pack of ammunition. What the? He was smiling? That's weird. You see, one food, one ammo, influence, new day, hooray. But it didn't say that I consumed -1 material. It didn't say. And I can't... Ah, shit. You see, I just fell, but with this I can go back on my feet. Unless I'm really stuck in between two stones or something like that. Then you should use the unstack button. No other choice. Okay. Let's see. Nothing here. I need them. What? I felt a zombie. Great. The wrong shop. Okay, where is it? Always keep your eye on the window because I understand that you are browsing between your weapons and guns, but unfortunately the zombies don't care. As you can see, for example, most of my weapons are from bundle packs from the whatever called the bounty hunter. This one, all these are from the bounty broker, and these are probably the best weapons. And I still don't use them because most of them, for example, half of them at least for the 7.62 calibers, and unfortunately that's the most expensive one to make. Okay, another the last infestation, and we will. Oh, cool! And I forget to get some Molotovs. Great. Okay. What? Sorry, my mistake. Oh yeah, there's another screamer because he just broke the window. You know how much that cost? You idiot. Okay, now I will get on it, and if I'm lucky, I will be able to shoot through multiple zombies through the door. Of course I'm not. Oh, with one shot! Cool! No, please, stand down. I love your hairdo. Okay, 4 more or 3 and a few hundred. I really don't know which one is the quest zombie. Ah, shit. Okay, one. By one. Hi, how are you? You sneaky little bastard. What? Oh yeah, he's tired. Sorry, I forgot that step is taking away all my stamina. Cool! I just killed, I don't know how many zombies. Okay. So, we cleared this place. Unfortunately, I left it too long to fester this place, but as you can see, if you look clearly, I killed a lot of zombies here and here. Probably because the infestation, so it's got a little brighter now, not so red. But I think it's good enough. Thanks for your time. Bye.